final measurement from the edge of the board to the wall. With your board, you know that this edge is facing out. So what you want to do, you're gonna keep this piece. So you want to reverse your board and turn it backwards. And you're gonna mark where your wood ends underneath here and where this one meets on top. And that's gonna be your cut. Then you turn it around. And that's your perfect measurement. And you're just gonna get it tapped in. So when you're doing your vinyl flooring, your first 2 rows are your most important 2 rows. Once you get those down, and you can see we got it cut right into the door jamb, got the vent cut out. And this room is pretty much a square room. But once you get those 2 down, then your vinyl is not gonna move. That this is drop and lock, so you don't have to tap on it or use a pull bar. So it's gonna pretty much stay exactly where you got it now. So you can start leaving your 1/8 inch gap around the walls, and you can start laying wood. So this is LifeProof vinyl flooring, and it's the drop click or drop and lock connection system. And it's pretty much one of the easiest DIY ones that's out there. And the way it works, you have a tongue in the groove. On this end, you have your tongue, and then you have your groove edge here. And for your first piece, all you're gonna do is tilt it up into the groove, slide the tongue down in it, and make sure the gap here is closed. And for the next piece, the way you're gonna do it, you're gonna line it up the same way. And you're gonna tilt. Let me get a picture of it over here. You're gonna tilt the tongue into the groove here. And then you're gonna slide it all the way here till it butts up. And then you're gonna bring it down, keeping pressure on it to make sure the tongue stays in. Once that's lined up, you're gonna tap it down. And that locks it in place. Here's an easy way to transfer your registers, your floor vents to your flooring. First, you want to make sure it's inside your wood, both of those 2. Just take it square. Line up the inside edge. Just put a mark. Take this section out. quick tip on when you're laying LVP. If you go ahead and lay out your staggered joints, you can go ahead and install as many rows as possible before you get to your cut point. And that way, you go ahead and take your time and get everything cut evenly. If you're scoring it or cutting it, you want it to look nice and neat. I've seen them where the edges are just scored and broken off. And then they say, well, shoe molding or the molding to cover that. Well, that's not what you want. You want it nice and neat from the beginning, because your work should never have to be covered up by shoe molding. So if the homeowner is looking at it and they're saying, well, what about this spot here? Then that means you didn't do a professional job. So that's just a quick tip. Always take your time and get your cuts right. And then your corners should look like that. Then your 1/8 inch gap all the way around. And of course here we're putting transition strip on both of the doors, but we want it to be even. So like I said, all the way around, take your time and make your cuts nice and neat. That way you don't have to hide anything with your shoe molding. That's the completion of the LVP flooring installation. So we'll replace the vents, put the shoe molding on, put the transition strip at the doorways. That'll be it. So once again, it's a DIY project that you can do yourself. Minimal tools needed. So if you decide to score your material without using the saw, it's just as easy. So we pick a spot to cut. And you can just score it, but keep it straight. So it's just like drywall. Gonna score it. And then you just snap it. And that's what you end up with. So depending on which method you decide to use, they both work. You can see the edge cut is wherever you score it, that's where it's going to break off at. So here's the finished project from the flooring. All the trim and shoe molding is in. Vents are replaced. To the painting of the walls. Blinds are installed. So that's a quick room renovation. And we got the doors installed here along with the threshold there on both doors. Installed a new exterior door, and this one has the blinds made in it. So all you do is slide this up and down, and you can open it. And you just slide it down if you want to open it. With all the other blinds. So let me know what you think.